What's going on, guys? Snag here, and it's time for predictions for round 11 of the 2024 NRL season, and I'm so amped because it's Magic Round, baby. The best round of the year, festival of footy. Brisbane just cut sick with NRL all weekend, and I absolutely cannot wait. And if any of you brothers have a spare ticket, shoot it Snag's way, because I left tickets too late, son. I thought, I'll just message my mates, and they'll have some for me. Message my contacts at old Broncos, and sorry, bro, all gone. Oh, okay. Guess I'm not that important. But hey, if anyone does have them, shoot me a message. I'm down, especially Friday night. Just before we get into everything, guys, you've probably seen in, I think it was last week's video or the week before, I did launch my Snag Sports apparel brand. Unfortunately, had a falling out with the manufacturer. They quoted me one price, charged me another. I said it was going to take a lot longer than they originally first said. So I've actually had to put that on hold for now. I've refunded everyone, I think, last night. So money should be hitting everyone's accounts back now. I will do this, lads. I just want to make sure it runs smoothly. I don't want stuff rocking up 6 weeks later. I don't want to, it was a mess. And I was just like, it's too much of a headache. And I'm moving house and stuff as well. So, we'll do it, guys. Definitely want to help Junior Rugby League. Definitely want to raise some money to give back to you guys. But, I've just got to put it on hold for a little while. And also, guys, I was just looking at Culture Kings. And they have these dope new era hats, guys. So I thought, what the hell? Let's do a comp. Drop in the comments, guys. 1 to 8, who's winning all the games, and also the team you support as well. So if you go for South Sydney, guys, they have all the teams. I'll put a picture up on the screen here, so you can see what all the hats look like. But yes, and whoever wins, I'll shoot you a new era hat, guys. I'll pretty much just buy it straight from Culture Kings, chuck your address in instead, and fire it down to you guys. So we're gonna need a tiebreaker round 2, guys, just in case. So give us 2 1 to 12s for the Friday night game. So 1 to 12 Raiders and 1 to 12 Eagles Broncos. So Raiders 1 to 12, Broncos 13 plus, and then Titans head to head, Sharks head to head, Cowboys head to head, Panthers head to head, so forth, guys. Drop them in the comments, guys, and I'll fire you out a hat, lads, because they're awesome. They're so cool. I definitely want to send one to someone. So awesome. Cannot wait. Also, guys, make sure you are following me on Dabble as well. I just want to give Dabble a quick shout out. We had a real bad beat. I'll see if I can put it up on the screen, where essentially we had a punt that would have hit. It was awesome, but Val Holmes didn't take the last conversion, which would have made it actually hit. Scotty Drinkwater took it for some random reason, and they've fully refunded us for that one, guys. So I just did want to shout out everyone at Dabble for refunding it, guys. Everyone in the chat was tagging Dabble, saying, come on, you got to refund this one, sort of thing, and they did. So didn't have to. It technically lost. So shout out to Dabble. If you do want to follow, guys, it's MonsterSnag, or if you want to join, guys, use the link in my in the description of this video, and that'll automatically follow me when you join. All right, guys? So definitely check out Dabble too, or you can follow me on Sportsbet as well. It's MonsterSnag as well. All right, so let's get into the games, and then I have a little bit of I'm going to have to change my tips up this week, my tipping strategy, so I'll explain it in a minute. But first, let's get to the games. Friday night, guys, we have Raiders versus the Bulldogs. This was a good game last Magic Round. I remember it. I remember I won money on it because everyone tipped the Raiders, and I tipped the Bulldogs with a head start. Raiders won, but Bulldogs covered. I remember I won quite a bit of money on that one. Eagles versus the Broncos, Friday night too, no turbo. Titans versus the Knights, guys. Sharkies versus the Roosters. Are the Sharkies legit? Are the Roosters going to roll through them? Oh, cannot wait for this one. Rabbitohs versus the Cowboys, guys. Warriors versus the Panthers. And then Storm versus the Parramatta Eels. And West Tigers versus the Finns. Fins up, baby. Fins up, baby. And that's it. All right, guys. So just on with my tips, guys. I've been going we're going good on the punt. Like, we're actually making a bit of coin, doing quite well. But in my tips, my head-to-head tips, I've been getting slaughtered. And I've slipped quite far down in my tipping comps, because I've been tipping way too conservatively. I've been thinking like a bookie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whereas I'm going to have to go for some more outsiders now. So when I am doing my tips, like head-to-head, who I think is going to win, I probably will go, this is the safe punt, but I'm actually tipping this team because of X, Y, Z, and just I need to make ground up on the guys ahead of me. So that's what I'm going to have to do, guys. So I want to make some ground up on everyone now. We'll just go all in now, and then hopefully I can catch up get back ahead, and then I can go back to conservative. But I just don't want to let it slip too far and get too far away from me, sort of thing. So I'm gonna I'll definitely be taking some underdogs in this one, guys, and yeah, we'll see how we go, and it'll probably pay off because a lot of underdogs are winning games, bro. It's been crazy. All right, guys, we'll also go through some of our punts as well. One sec, guys, sorry. All right, there we go. All right, guys, so we know what the ladder looks like. All right, Raiders versus the Doggies. Rapana is back, guys. How good. Love watching Rapana play. Nick Kotrick, Tomoko, Sebastian Chris, Xavier Savage, Ethan Strange, Ko Weeks, Papali, Danny Levi, Tarpany, Hudson Young, Elliot Whitehead, Morgan Smithies, Tom Starling, Mariota, Trey Mooney. This is the guy I was trying to remember his name. I was saying this guy would be perfect for the Penrith Panthers. I reckon he's a beast. Suits their style of play too. And Gula. And it looks like the Doggies are unchanged. So Connor Tracy, Kraz, Bronson Sherry, Stephen Crichton, Addo Carr, Matt Burton, Drew Hutchison, Max King, Reed Marnie, Sam Hughes, Viliami Kickow, Salmon, Kurt Mann, Haywood, Curran, Moran, Preston. All right, another quick thing too, guys. Tomorrow, I'll actually be dropping my New South Wales team predictions as well, guys. So I'll be doing my teams for both teams, and also I'll be answering some questions at the end of that video. So if you do have any state of origin type questions you do want me to sort of answer on the video tomorrow, drop them in the comments, guys, and I'll screenshot them if they're good, and I'll read them out and answer them, sort of thing, guys. So drop those in the comments as well, guys. All right, let's have a look at some... I'm actually really excited. This is a really good game last year. I actually really enjoyed it. I mean, look, Sam Hughes came on for a bit of size. I did like it. Raiders, to me, definitely have an advantage in the forwards. Can Raiders right edge stop Bulldogs left edge? That's a big question here. Can Doggies middle limit the meters from, guys like Tarpany and Papali'i, all this sort of stuff? I've been loving what Kurt Mann's been doing since he's starting at lock. I actually really like it. I never rated him didn't get what the hype was at the Newcastle Knights, but I've been really impressed with him. I love Connor Tracy at fullback as well. I think Rapana will help a lot. But yeah, guys, this is going to be, and can Doggies contain this dude right here? For me, Raiders really have to get this guy some more ball, man. I think I said this in a video a couple of weeks ago. Raiders need to have a little look. I mean, I know he's a slight one over in position, but Doggies get that left edge really nice early ball. Like the second there's a quick play the ball, skip it out to kick out, or Bronson Sherry, meters are just there. Tomoko he's one of the most damaging second rollers. He must be the hardest guy to tackle. So to me, Raiders, if they need points, so if they can get Tomoko some early ball, I really like his chances as well. Let's have a look at some team stats, and we'll do my punts, guys. Raiders have won their past 8 games against the Bulldogs. Canterbury have lost all 4 Magic rounds. Canterbury have won 3. Raiders have won their past 3 Magic round games. Josh Addo-Carr scored 20 tries in 20 games at Suncorp. Oh, my God. Nick Kotrick has scored 5 tries in his last 7 games at Suncorp. All right, punts for this one, guys. I've got a double up, and I've also got it's very juicy, actually, very juicy. All right, so I've got each team under 34 points and each team over 32. So that's paying $2.25. So that means both teams have to score 14 and not score 33. Or not score 34, sort of thing. I have a feeling, just the way we'll have a look in a minute, but I think both teams will probably score high teens, early 20s sort of thing. Both teams are defending okay without being crazy elite. I know very good, but not crazy elite. I think there's points in both teams, but not a ton of points, and that's why I've gotten that one. Just picking that nice little bracket of where both teams will sort of score. And that's where I think it'll go down. I don't see a hiding either way. So if you do like either team 1 to 12, I don't mind that either. But yeah, and I've also got a juicy one as a try scorer. So, like I said, how many bloody... I think it's 45% of all Canterbury's tries are on the left-hand side. So I like Bronson Sherry there. A lot of people have been going, I like Bronson just because his odds are a bit juicier than like Adokar's so short. It's almost not worth punting. And then Bronson Xerri, he's just one guy and he's still in that lead. That's where they send a lot of their traffic. Kickouts obviously doesn't score a lot because he initiates a lot of the breaks and stuff like that with offloads and just bursting through tackles and stuff. So I like Bronson Xerri off an offload or whatever, something like that. So I like Bronson. I also have Tomoko as well. That's paying $10 for 2 try scorers. Both super. That's crazy odds for those two to score. Seriously, that's really, really nice. We'll have a little look at the team stats again, guys. So let's have a little look at the form guide. So last year, August, Raiders got them, and then this was the game I won the money on, which was Magic Round last year, 34-30. Raiders coming off a win. Bulldogs coming off a loss. Both 3 from 5 in their last 3, so not too bad. But yeah, they had a real bad loss to the Sharkies. That was absolutely horrible. And then a loss to the Broncos, beat the Titans, beat the Eels. All right, so wins this season, 5 from 9, 4 from 9. So yeah, whoever wins this will obviously stay ahead of the other one. Bulldogs could it over. Will they jump them? Yeah, they would, wouldn't they? Because I don't know. Completion rates, I mean, pretty solid from the Raiders. Doggies definitely need to work on their hands. They really let them down last week against the Penrith Panthers. Tackle efficiency, still need to work on that as well. A lot of missed tackles in that one. It was against Penrith though. Average points scored for the Raiders, 21. Average conceded, 22. That's pretty crazy for a team sitting in 7th. Wow. That's nuts. And then for the Bulldogs, scoring 19, conceding 17. Play the ball speed's about the same. Wins at this venue, 27%. For the Raiders and 28. Jesus, neither team like Suncorp. Jesus Christ. Also, someone said to me they hate the sound of me drinking my drinks when I have a sip of my drink. So I hear you, bro. It does sound gross. So one sec. That's the good stuff. Look, guys, I just like the way the Doggies have been playing a little better just over the past 3 games. I was actually super impressed. If Fogarty's in this game, I'm picking the Raiders. But I just Doggies, they've been clicking real nice, full strength. They haven't changed their team much over the past 3, 4, 5 weeks. Very solid week in, week out. I know what I'm getting from the Doggies. I'm going to get pretty damn good defense. I'm going to get a left edge that's busting a lot. I'm going to get a few dumb missed tackles. I'm going to get a few dumb 5th tackle options with Hutchison, but it's not all perfect, but I know what I'm getting with the Doggies. I'm not too sure what I'm going to get with the Raiders, guys. So I'm going the Bulldogs with this one, guys. But like I said, I would not even be slightly surprised if Raiders pull this one off. They've been really, really impressive this year. Even without bloody Foggy, they've been pretty damn good. So let's go on to the Broncos versus the Eagles. All right, let's have a look at the team list, guys. So Kohler goes back to fullback. I really like him at fullback. Brian To'o 1.0. He's not quite To'o. He's not 2.0. He's 1.0. But yeah, I actually don't mind this dude. He's obviously no Saab, but yeah, I like him. He's handy. He's big. He gets you a lot of meters. He's got an error in him, but he can bustle. Tommy Talau comes into the centres. Ruben Garrick stays in the centres. Jackson Paulo on the wing. Luke Brooks, Cherry Evans, Paseka, Carl Lawton, Josh Aloiai, Ola Kawatu, Ben Travojevic, Jake Travojevic, Chen Kang Tong, Waddell, Ethan Bullymore, Matt Lodge. Wasn't Simply playing. Okay. So Billy Walters out, Tristan Saylor out. Was he ever in? Blake Moser gets a chance. Now, I saw someone in my comments saying I can't wait to see him play. I've been hearing about this kid so much. Like, apparently he's the next Cameron Smith and all that. We've seen him play. He played the last round of the regular season last year. And I got to admit, I wasn't that impressed with him. I mean, look, man, dummy half. Like, it can be pretty hard to impress. But, like, I remember seeing Harry Grant for the first time, and I was like, Jesus Christ, beast. But, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So he will be coming off the bench. which is interesting. Still running the 2-hooker. So Tyson Smoothie starts. Jock Madden's back, which is good. Reece Walsh, Corey Oates, Staggs, Cobbo, Mariner, Corey Jensen, Smoothie, Payne Haas, Peter Kura, Jordan Ricky, Pat Carrigan. All right. Matty Lodge back at the Broncos. All right, let's have a look at some team stats, guys. Then we'll do my punt for this one. I've only got one punt for this game, but I'm going to put a safety down as well. Eagles have lost their past 4 games at Suncorp Stadium. Selwyn Cobbo has scored 6 tries in his last 2 games against the Eagles. Eagles have won only 2 of their past 4 Magic Round games. Reece Walsh has scored 5 tries in 4 games at Suncorp Stadium in 2024. That's pretty crazy. One sec, guys. I'm just trying to... All right, cool. Sorry, guys. I was just checking something quickly. This is one of these games I was tossing up between picking an outsider or not. So my punt for this one, guys, I have Dean Mariner to score, and I also have Ola Kawatu. Now, the reason why I've gone Ola Kawatu back, he's got to impress for Origin. He's looking good. He'll be fresh, raring to play, and Ezra Man has dead set been a cone. Defensively, he's been really poor, and if Ola Kawatu gets 1-on-1, he will score. Like, there's no maybe about it. If there's good field position, I dare say he scores, and that's paying $6.50, guys. Ezra Man he's been making terrible defensive reads, but not only that, sometimes even when there is good contact, he's getting brushed. I was actually quite shocked. I didn't realise how bad he was at missing tackles. I think because someone told me, I think he said that he was first or second or third or something in missed tackles last year. But I remembered him as a good defender because he is big, he's strong, muscular. Bang, he hits quite hard. He's laid a few dudes out, but yeah, he misses a lot. I didn't realise how many he actually misses. And then I started watching him a bit closer this year. I was like, Jesus Christ, he misses heaps. I couldn't believe it. We saw that when they played Penrith, and Cleary just took him to school. Like, he didn't know what he was doing. Like, it was crazy. Bad reads and bad technique. It was pretty nuts. Yeah, so I was really tossing up with this game, guys, to tip the Eagles, just because I feel like Eagles are used to playing without Turbo. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is what I feel like. So Newcastle Knights, I feel like they could have a similar thing to that. So much of their game plan revolves around Turbo and all that sort of stuff. Now they don't have him. It's sort of like sometimes you play better rugby league when you don't have your superstar. You still want your superstars, of course, but sometimes you just genuinely play better rugby league when all right, we don't revolve our whole game plan around this dude. And I feel like sometimes they've just let teams back into games this year when they really shouldn't. I think that complacency will actually go without Turbo there, because you can't just expect Turbo to score tries out of nothing. You can't expect Turbo to get a try or two and set 2 up a game. You've got to play really good rugby league. So I could really see Manly taking this one. I really could. So, put it this way, I forgot it was Magic Round this round. I 100% would have tipped the Eagles if this was at 4 points. I wouldn't have even had to really think about it. The only reason I'm going Broncos in this game is because, obviously, I'm trying to tip a bit more risque, because I'm trying to make people some ground up on the people ahead of me. But I genuinely think they could have a bit of a little run like the Newcastle Knights, because it's still a really good team. Like, Kohler is no joke. He's played plenty of fullback. He's still got solid outside backs, nothing crazy, but you still got the Maroons half. You still got a really solid 60 and a huge pack. Gerbo Carrigan. Ben Ricky, Ola Kawatu pick. Like, there's not a ton of mismatches when you actually go through the teams. It's just, obviously, they're missing their best player, sort of thing. But yeah, I really feel like the Eagles can get this one. Hey, but having said that, it is at Suncorp. I just have a feeling that they'll probably get this one done. But I am not for 1 second writing off the Eagles in this one. And what's the odds on it? Yeah, I might even put that down as a single. That's crazy. $3.73. I reckon they are way closer than that. I really do. So that's my theory on that one, guys. I am going with the Broncos, but I really think the Sea Eagles can get this one. Let me have a look. Yeah, I think the Sea Eagles. I'm going to go the Broncos, but only just. Only just. All right, Titans Knights. Right, we've got plenty of outs. Brimson out. Harley Smith-Shields out. Kieran Foran out. Phillum Sammy out. So we have Keeney. We have AKP. Brian Kelly. Shop. Fafita. Chris Randall. Verrills. Big Mo. Aaron Clarkey, not Hooker. Okay. Jaden Jolliffe. So impressed with him, eh? He's so handy. David Fafita. Bo Formore. Cleese Haas at the lock and scrum. And Palasia's back, finally. Isaac Liu. Man, they're playing damn good footy, eh? They're playing damn good footy. Who's out? So Tyson Gamble out. Daniel Safidi out. Ooh. Jacob Armstrong. Who else we got? So we got Blake Bailey back. Jacob Safidi. So what's their bench look like now? Kai Porspier. Jack Hetherington will get more minutes then. Okay. Alright. This is a tough one, guys. This is a real tough one. Alright, guys, let's have a look at some stats. Titans have won 4 of their past 6 games at Suncorp Stadium. Knights have won 3 of their past 4 games against the Titans. Dave Fafita has scored 7 tries in his past 5 games against the Knights. Really like Dave Fafita for a try in this one, guys. Really like Dave Fafita for a try. We'll have a look at some team stats quickly. Oh, by the way, I'm only doing punts for 2 games in this one, guys, just because they're the 2 Friday night games. If you do want to, obviously I'll keep posting punts, but they'll be on my shorts and on my TikTok. If you do want to follow us on here and also on my TikTok there. Actually, I'll have to post them on YouTube now. Sorry, I just got a weird message. I will post them on my shorts, but... Knights on the 3. This is what I was talking about. Lose Ponga, douche, win. I genuinely feel like the Sea Eagles could do that. Just back to the Broncos actually. So we didn't really look at their team stats. Yeah, they're okay. Yeah, we'll go back. So wins this season: 2 from 9, 5 from 10. Knights all of a sudden looking alright. I mean, they've won half their games. If they can hold down the ship. Completion rate 82 to 80%. 88 to 89% tackle efficiency, scoring 17, conceding 27, 17 and 18. Not many points in them, eh? So who's Sam Verrills in? Oh, Chris Randall. Yeah. Look, guys, I'm going to go the Knights. I just like the way they're playing footy. I love that Bradman Best Marju left edge was just brutal. And then Cogger and Hastings are both good halves. I mean, you got, yeah. And then the pack's still pretty solid. So I definitely like the Knights in this one. Even though Titans are playing brilliant footy, I think the Knights are just stronger. And I love the way the Knights play without Ponga. I'd rather not watch the Knights play with Ponga, but I like the way they play better without him, sort of thing. So we'll go Knights in this one, guys. Next one. Oh, game of the round. Are the Sharkies legit? Are the Roosters just going to steamroll them? Joey Manu out, guys. So I actually asked what happened to him, but I think it was, I don't know if you guys saw on the end of the game, he actually took a pretty big head knock. It didn't come off, didn't get HIA'd, but he was in Disneyland there for a minute. So Punga comes in at 4. I love that, that he's in at 4 and Dom Young stays on the wing. So crazy back 5 still. Luke Keary, Sam Walker, Hargraves, Brandon Smith back, Lindsay Collins, Angus Crichton, Nat Butcher, Victor Radley, Connor Watson, Egan Butcher, Spencer Lenu, Tyrrell May. Any changes for that? So Ueli out, Cade Dykes out. So Brandon Trindle back. Okay, so I'm not too sure about this, right? But I thought it was a fake thing. I thought that was Matt Moylan for a second. Mouldy. So Brandon Trindle's been named here. I heard there was something wrong with his drug test or something like that, and had been delayed so that he'd been cleared to play or something. So Brandon Trindle might be back in this one, guys. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. And also Nico Hines didn't train today, which is Tuesday. So we'll have to wait and see if he actually plays. Obviously, if those two don't, I'll definitely be going the Roosters. But let's make our mind up. Let's have a look at some stats first. Sharks are aiming for 7 straight wins for the first time since 2016. Roosters have won 8 of their past 9 games against the Sharks. Sharks have won only 1 of their past 7 games at Suncorp Stadium. Jesus Christ. Daniel Tupou plays 250th. There we go. Tupou for an anytime try scorer there, guys. Ronaldo Mulatalo has scored 4 tries in his past 5 games against the Roosters. That's nuts. That's absolutely nuts. Let's have a look at some team stats before we make our decision on this one. All right, so 2023, nice close one. Sharkies got them earlier in the year. Sharkies, look at that. 5 in a row and 4 from 5 from the Roosters. 2 hottest teams in the NRL. 8 from 9 this season, 6 from 10. Crazy. Sharkies are motoring. Sharkies are absolutely motoring. 27 points scored, 14 conceded. That is nuts. That is absolutely nuts. Crazy from Sharks. 29 points scored for the Roosters, which is nuts as well. Conceding 18. Like I said, all these numbers are great from both these teams. Wins at this venue, 30%. Wins at this venue, 48%. Look, guys, I'm going to take the Roosters in this one just because I have a feeling Trindle and... I just have a feeling Hines won't play. But even if he was, I just really like what the Roosters are doing. I really, really like what the Roosters are doing. Yeah, I think they're just so hard to stop. They could just blitz. Like, if you're not ready for them, we saw what happened to they scored 22 points in 12 minutes. Like, that is insane. Like, I felt so sorry for the Warriors, eh? Like, I was like, there was just no stop. There was zero resistance there, man. And crazy, like, absolutely nuts, man. So I think they're both going great, but I just really liked the Roosters. Like, I love the way Teddy's just... I love how he's just stepped back a little bit. Still super in it, super active, but just taking that little step back. I love the way Tupou's carrying the ball back. I love the way Suoliti is carrying the ball back. Dom Young is just shredding. I'm looking forward to so many of these matchups. I wish Manu was playing because I think we would have been seeing... like 2 of the best back fives we've seen just going at it, sort of thing. So, yeah, I just cannot wait for this one. This is going to be absolutely insane. Absolutely cannot wait for that one. Ronaldo, good for a try, I reckon. Ronaldo, so we saw that. So Ronaldo and Tupou for a try. I don't know what that'll come to, but yeah, probably worth one. Most disappointing teams of the NRL so far. Yeah, someone said to me today, I saw a comment in the Facebook page and it said something about Cowboys having a disappointing season. And they were like, well, it's funny how everyone says how disappointing we are as a Cowboys fan when our roster isn't even that good and with this and that. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? Your roster is stacked. Made the State of Origin squad, hasn't played yet, but State of Origin legend, State of Origin player. Wiley Vet, not great, but Wiley Vet, has made State of Origin team last year, just got injured. Kiwi front rower, made State of Origin last year. One of the best second rowers coming through. State of Origin last year. What do you mean your roster's not good, bro? Like, are you kidding? One of the best second rowers of all time, the best lock of all time, in my opinion, maybe second or third. Like, this is a top 4 team. I couldn't believe when the bro said that about his own team. I'm like, bro, like, State of Origin squad, grand final winner, one of the best centres Queensland's ever produced, gun winger. I know he hasn't been playing much. Like, the incumbent number 6 who's played State of Origin, was good enough to make State of Origin team last year. State of Origin team, Kiwi team, one of the best second rows coming through. Absolute gun second row. One of the best doing it. One of the best doing it, and a solid bench. I can't take that excuse, man. You've got way more rep players and State of Origin players than a lot of teams. I was so looking forward to the Cowboys being good this year. It is disappointing, bro. You do have a good team. This is a really, really good team. All right, so out Velame out, but good timing. They get Tuolangi back. I think he will help a lot. He's really good, man. So McLean's back. Braden Burns? He's not in the team though, right? Yeah, he's not in the team yet. Interesting. All right, so Rabbitohs. Trell Mitt, Alex Johnson's back. Jack White, Isaac Thompson, Gagai Walker. Dion Tapia? Is that how you say that? Tepuya? Mole, Cook, Kepi, Kulamatangi, Jai Arrow, Havili. Mamazulis, Duncan, Burgess. Tane Mill on the bench? That's weird. Very weird. All right, let's have a look at some stats first. All right, so Rabbitohs have won all 4 Magic Round games. Cowboys have won 3 of their past 4 games at Suncorp Stadium. Rabbitohs centre Jack White plays 250th. Nanai has scored 7 tries in 5 games at Suncorp. Jesus Christ. Rabbitohs have won 7 of their past 8 games against the Rabbitohs. All right, guys, this is one I have to go the underdog for. I'm actually going the Bunnies. There's something wrong with the Cows. And I have a strong feeling everyone's going to be tipping the Cowboys in this one. So I'm going to go Bunnies to break their spell before the Cowboys do. I love Alex Johnson's back. There's been quite a few passes where Cody Walker has launched a pass out to a wing and the winger hasn't been in the right spot. Alex Johnson knows exactly where to sit on the left. Jack Whiten's been playing his ring out. It is a big, Magic Round. Latrell does stand up in big games. I actually think Cody Walker has been playing pretty good. I think Damien Cook with Origin coming up will have a big game. Jai Arrow's been playing his ring out. I'm feeling an upset. I'm feeling an upset. Cowboys played good for about 6 minutes last game. They played good for the first. Oh, I can't remember what it was, but they played good for the last 8 or 9 minutes. They were. And they've barely put 40 minutes of good footy together. They've scored points fast, really quick, and everyone goes, "Well, see what they can do." And yeah, see what they can do. It's incredible, but just super disappointed. Super disappointed. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm taking the Bunnies in this one, guys. Look at that. Neither team's won in 10 games. That's crazy. 1 in 9, 4 in 10. Both completing at 75%. I'll go back to it in a sec. Conceding 35 points. It's going to be a high scoring game, lads. Scoring at 15, 24 to 26. I just feel like there's something off with Val Holmes too. Like that dumb thing he did. Like his first 3 games, I was like, bro, he looks like he's gotten better somehow. And just like that bombed try and his kicking's been off. Like there's just something off, Something off. I was going through it. I went through their team list before, and I feel like no one's playing real bad, but I feel like everyone's just a little run down on. To me, Drinky's just a little down on last year. Whatever. Val Holmes a little down from last year. Tuolangi probably a little down from last year. Dearden a little down from last year. Townsend probably about the same, but he wasn't great last year. McLean I felt like he's been a little down from last year. Robson a little down from last year. Neem's actually probably been up. Lukey probably up. Nanai's probably about the same, if not better. Cotter definitely a little down for me. I just feel like most players are just a little down for me. I don't know if they got overtrained. I don't know. The travel. The other thing is too, I do trust Rabbitohs a little bit more away from home. Cowboys, not great away from home. I mean, I saw them at Suncorp when they played the Broncos. They were awful. Yeah, so we'll have to wait and see for that one. But I'm going the Bunnies. All right, Warriors versus Panthers. What a tough game when you need a win. All right, outs. Lussick, Rocco Berry, Sean Johnson. Montoya back, so we have... Where's C&K? What the hell? Where's C&K? Just been... he's playing 6th. Oh, man. Yeah, see, Tua Picky, I've said this about him. I really like... Actually, guys, I've got to have a drink. I love Tuapiki, but this is the worst team for a player like him. Yeah, he can hop, skip, and jump, but Penrith best lot like kick chase, and they don't just tackle you; they hit, spin, drag, pull, bend you in the wrong way, and yeah, he's going to get ragdolled, man. Tuapiki going to get ragdolled. I love the bro, love watching him play. He's lightning feet, but this is a game you want C&K at fullback. If you're going to play any team, if you're going to play Penrith, you want a big, strong fullback. I'd almost would have put Dallin back. Yeah. Jeez, this could get nasty. So, yeah, Warriors need a win. Down on troops. We've got Moses Leota versus Fisher Harris. Who's better? I wonder if Fisher's regretting his move now. Nah, he's going there for family. Josh Barnett still in the second row. Bunty Afoa there. And Penrith Panthers have Cleary out, Liam Henry out. So who comes onto the bench for them? So we have Dane Laurie, Lindsay Smith, Matthew Eisenhoof, and Maverick Geyer. Solid. Ooh, Sorensen on the extended bench. He might be back soon. He might even be back in this game, guys. Wouldn't be surprised if he maybe jumps in for Maverick there. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. All right, let's go through some team stats, guys. Warriors have lost their past 5 games at Suncorp. Panthers have won their last 8 games against the Warriors. Warriors have lost their last 3 Magic Round games. Brian Toto scored 7 tries in his past 5 games against the Warriors. DWZ to play his 200th. Ooh, let's get a try, DWZ. Let's get a try. Let's been seeing what's going on with the team stats, guys. So the last time these guys played, that was the semi-final, right? September. Wilds versus Penrith, 32-6, and then May 23, 18-6. Loss, win. All pretty solid wins too, except for the Cowboys and the Bulldogs. Yeah, I mean, they haven't really looked good since this draw here. 3 from 10 for the Warriors, 7 from 9 for the Panthers. Completion rate 81%, 78%. This is what's a little bit scary for everyone. Penrith are still winning all these games, and they're definitely not playing as good as they... Like, both these numbers are down on last year. So, average points scored 19. Average points scored conceded 20 for the Warriors. And 22 points scored for the Panthers, 14 conceded. So this is the problem. See, the Warriors struggling to score points. Panthers don't leak points. Where do the points come from? Like I said last week at Penrith versus the Doggies, I said, look, I actually like the Doggies' defense, but like Penrith don't let you score much, and they aren't good at scoring. Like, can they score enough points? And I sort of said Penrith could win this 16-0, and it ended up being 16-10. I mean, they scored 10 points, but you need to score more than 10 to win a game. You know what I mean? You need 18, minimum, to win a game of rugby league. Well, 99 times out of 100 you do, sort of thing. So I'm similar boat here. I don't see Panthers attack skittling the Warriors or anything like that, but I don't see Warriors scoring more than 18 points against this Penrith team. And that's sort of, where I look at it. Like, the defensive system's still all in place in the middle here. The outside backs here, Taruva, Tago, Mabe, or they're not going to leak anything. Yeah, these guys mightn't be able to generate the points that Cleary does. So, like I said this against the Bulldogs last week, Panthers will happily win 16-0. Like, they're not trying to put 60 on you like the Broncos and the Roosters are. So yeah, I've got to go Panthers. I just don't see enough points in. I'm just looking through. I just don't see many points here. I really don't. Yeah, this could be one of those like big wins. That's not a high scoring game. You know what I mean? 18-4 or something. You know what? Or 18-0 or 14-0. So a 13+ win without it being a huge scoreline sort of thing. Yeah, man, I really want the Wild. I'm really worried about the Wilds, but I've always said I thought their best footy's going to start coming around Origin time, and I still think it will. But like, I thought they'd probably have a few more games banked by now. So this is This isn't it. Like, if they lose this game, next week is 100% without a doubt must win. Like, it's like their season is over if they drop this game and next week's. Like, you're not making the finals if you've dropped six or 7 games in a row. It's done. Like, you can drop 2 or 3. It happens. Dropping 7 in a row when you only play 24 games in a year, it's too much. It's way too much. Way too much. Way too much. Yeah, we'll go Penny. Storm Eels. Man, battle of the young guns. Sevo Warbrick, Remy Smith, Will Penasini. So no Mitchell Moses. Huge news, guys. Huge news. Dylan Brown still in the 7. Arcee in it. Oh, Arcee comes back in the 6. Okay, I like that better. Solid player. So I wonder what happened there. I didn't like that Ethan dude. I didn't get what the hype was with him. Regal, Campbell, Gillard, Joey Lassie. All right, so unchanged there. Bryce Cartwright back. I think that's huge. Makatoa, Offengawi, Tuolangi. And... ooh, Xavier Coates is back. Oh, I didn't know Xavier Coates was back. Oh. All right, spoiler alert, guys. I was tipping the Eels because I know everyone is tipping the Melbourne Storm, and so they should win. But I just thought this is one of these games that Parramatta's gonna win. Like, everyone writes them off. Parramatta's gonna win it. I thought, Cam Munster, Wishart. Yeah, Jesus. Oh, man, what are you doing to me? Far Longo. I think they're going to use him a lot more next week. Sorry, guys, one sec. I got to do it. Or do I change my Broncos tip? Now, let's do this one. I'm tipping the Eels to upset Melbourne. I'm doing it, lads. I know they've been awful. Like I said, like, the smart move is, though, guys, if you're winning your tip comps or whatever, of course, go Melbourne. You want to be safe here. But like I said, I'm trying to make up some ground. I don't think Parramatta have been quite as bad as everyone's been saying. I don't think they've been good. Well, I don't think they're as bad as everyone's been saying, except for this game. And even this Dolphins game, they dead set. Like, they were not good. Like, they were not good. But they completely ran out of puff in Darwin. Like, I blame a chunk of that loss on the weather. Like, they just completely they were better in this game for 50 minutes and just completely fell off the planet. Dolphins are better and deserve to win, but I do definitely think the conditions did not help. I didn't think they were that. I thought they were pretty good against the Broncos. I just thought they were a little outgunned in the Eagles game. I don't know. They just come off a loss. Melbourne don't lose 2 games in a row. All right, I'm changing it, lads. I'm tipping Melbourne in the Broncos Storm game, guys. Broncos Seagulls game. I'm changing it to Seagulls to win. All right. So I'll go over all of them at the end, but yeah, because I need 2 genuine underdogs, not just underdogs that I think no one else will take, because I need to jump. I can't just pick this, the same as everyone else is doing. I've got to make changes. But yeah, this is just going to be a tall task for the Eels. It really is. It's going to be a real tall task. I mean, they're still, Eels aren't great at. We'll find out. Storm were the highest scoring team at Magic Round, 126 points in 4 rounds. Well, Eels have won only one of their 4 Magic Round games. Harry Grant has scored a try in his last 3 games against the Eels. Mika Sivo has scored 5 tries in 3 Magic Round games. Remy Smith has scored a try in his last 3 games at Suncorp. 3 from 9 for the Eels. If Mitchell Moses was playing, I would have taken him as the underdogs for sure. Like, because he can kick his way out. This is the thing too, like, Wishart is like I've got him in my super coach team. He killed it for me on the weekend. Like he's gone to a new level, and I knew that's why I put him in my super coach at the start of the year because I knew. Well, I didn't know. Not Harry Grant. Oh, what's the halfback's name again? Jerome Hughes. Calf issues and stuff like that. I was like, I need a good backup half that's cheap. And I knew Wishart was going to come good this year. Like, he's nice. I heard a lot of good things about him in the off-season. He's a darn good player. And you saw last week how good he is. He scored like 120-something in Supercoach. Absolutely murdered it. 110 or something like that. Or maybe it was 90-something. Heaps, anyway. And, he's brilliant. So if this was Tyron Wishart from 2 years ago or something, I'd probably be like, they actually have a, you know what I mean, like quite a bit of an advantage sort of thing. But Wishart's good, man. He's good ball runner, solid contact. He take on forwards. Like we saw that try he scored against the Broncos over, who was it? Fletcher Baker and Jordan Ricky. Just trucked them both, and it wasn't like he hit the same. He went through Jordan Ricky's chest and just skittled him. It's on the try line. That is crazy. I'll be showing that to my grandkids. Just check this, man. Skittled these dudes. Eels, like I said, I think Eels will probably come pretty good when they get Moses. Will play better when they get Moses back, but just really missing that big, long kicking game. It helps out the Eels so much. I don't think people realise how much it helps. Keen to see what Blaze Talangi does. This is going to be such a good matchup, these two. So 46-16 last year, 16-12. Storm coming off a loss. Like I said, that's probably the reason why I have to go Storm. They just don't lose two in a row very often. And Eels definitely go on 4-game skids pretty often. Completion rate 78-77, 87-87 tackle efficiency, 23 scored, 18 conceded. Parramatta's having trouble scoring points. Just that last pass, it's let them down a lot. Average points conceded 26. Too many. And I dead set think that I'm not super sold on Xavier Coates the last few years. I was sort of almost like just another dude who came through the Broncos system who they compare to Greg Inglis and never lived up to it. And it hasn't, by the way. No one's lived up to Greg Inglis's lofty heights. But he was so impressive this year before he went injured. He's been enormous. Tough carries, his aerials, his inside, outside. He's been loving what he's doing. Huge fan of him this year. So we'll take the Melbourne Storm. West Tigers, Dolphs. Oh, Hammer So's back. Jermaine Asako, Avarillo, Herbie, Bostock, Cody Nicarima, Katoa, Bromwich, Hugh Aiken looking for a club. Josh Kerr, Donahue, Ray Stone, Lemu. So who's in second row then? Felice Kafusi back into the second row. Okay, I like that better. Who we got here? So we got Isaiah Papali'i out, Bateman out, Stafford Toa out. Huge outs, man. Huge outs. Big game for Stefano. He needs to play good. Needs to play better than he has been if he wants to make a Blues team. And Api Coruscant is going to have a big game. Get ready for Origin. We'll have a look at some team stats here, guys. Some stats. West Tigers have won 3 of their past 4 Magic Round games. What? That's crazy. Bostock has scored 7 tries in his past 7 games. West Tigers have won only 2 of their past 7 games at Suncorp Stadium. Dolphins have the second highest tries per game average in the NRL with 4.9. Api Coruscant for his 200th. Api Coruscant for a try. Anytime try score, lock it in, guys. It's going down. I just think I've just been loving the way Dolphins have been playing. So impressed. And with Hammer so back, it's going to be tough. I mean, Sako, Hammer so, Avarillo, Farmworth, Bostock, Nicarima, Katoa. Yeah, just a little too classy there, guys. So I'm going to take the Fins. The Fins. Fins up, baby. So that's it. All right, so we'll go through the actual picks, guys. So don't forget to drop yours, guys, and I will send you a New Era hat. So we've got, we're going Bulldogs. We're going the Seagulls. Remember, I changed that to Seagulls. I'm going the Knights. I'm going the Roosters. I'm going the Bunnies. I'm going the Panthers, I'm going the Storm, and I'm going the Dolphins. All right, guys, so put yours in, guys. Don't forget the 1-12s on the first 2 games. So Bulldogs 1-12, Seagulls 13+. Let's go the Seagulls. And yeah, we'll see how we go. Beautiful. All right, guys, keep your eyes peeled for tomorrow's State of Origin video as well, guys. Make sure you're subbed, and if you've made it this long, you know what that means. You're a goddamn legend, and you know it. Goddamn legend. Thank you all so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.